Okay, so welcome back. It is Monday, October 27th. Um, I'm not starting just yet. It's not 7:30 yet. We'll start at 7:30, 7:29. I'm just on early because I took the dog out. I got everything all prepped and ready to go. So I thought may as well just start the stream. Honestly, I have a terrible headache. Have had it pretty much all day. Um, and so yeah, I just kind of want to get the stream started and over with, if you get my drift. But no, I didn't want to come in. Uh, I didn't want to come in and then see hindsight, I want to be present. So that is why I'm starting. Uh, yeah, in like 1 minute. Let's go back to Friday. Not Friday, but Thursday. Because I'm still trying to see if that number changes. So if you remember, there were supposed to be 3 trades on Thursday, and yep, here's Thursday. Yeah, there's supposed to be 3 trades on Thursday, and then when I checked back, there were still 3 yesterday. Let's see how many there are today. There are 1 and 2. There's only 2. So 1 trade disappeared. So from yesterday when we checked it, Thursday was still showing 3, and today it's only showing 2. As I predicted that I was gonna lose at least 1 trade. And see, this is Thursday. There should have been 3 trades. So again, which is why we must back test in real time, because, and it's not even really back testing at that point, but that's why we have to look at this in real time and not hindsight, because the numbers get consolidated and then they're not accurate. So we're starting now. It's almost 7:30, 7:29, 6 more seconds. Okay. Goodness, it is 7:30. We're officially starting our 1 hour clock. Yeah, guys, yeah, so basically this morning, um, I got up and I don't know, I uh, just felt not myself, not, just kind of not disconnected, just, I don't know, just not fully, not fully aligned in my purpose, not fully just alert, just feeling very, I don't know, just tired. I think I was saying that yesterday a little bit, but I don't know. I feel tired, like the world. So we have a green, but we're still below. So we're not gonna do anything with that. Honestly, I don't think will trade today, and it's just because I have a splitting headache. I feel like garbage. And now Zazia was barking at I don't even know what. So anyways, so yeah, I've just been feeling really drained. And then today I went to the store, and then I don't know, it was really sunny and bright, which just like the bright lights. Maybe it's dehydration, stress. I had a meeting today. Just a lot of stuff going on. Preparing to have my roommate move in, and so well, I'm not prepared, let's say, and so lack of preparedness, all of that just kind of together totaling just kind of a stressful start to the week. Um, and so I tried just taking a step back and just trying to be still in God and just and be like, everything's okay. You don't have to solve everything. You don't have to analyze everything. Just be still. And so I had like a whole 30, maybe 20 minutes where I was just still, and I felt peace in that moment. And then I had to go, I had a meeting I had to go to, and then just the same stuff. Oh goodness. So yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of overanalyzing. I just kind of want to check out. Just be done with just thinking. I don't know. Too much thinking. Too many things to think about. And then I read something today and it was really positive and I wanted to share it because I don't know, it was really good. Let me see if I can pull it up, but I screenshotted it on my phone. I don't have social media, so I mean, YouTube's really the only form of social media I have, and it's because I don't know, I watch a lot of videos. It's educational, it's funny, it's fun. But sometimes I can even go down rabbit holes there too. But let me see. I got this from a YouTube channel post. Let's see. Alright, so it's not really a Christian post, but I mean, it can be, I take it this way. So, um, and I'm gonna take out some of the swear words, but it says, you can't mess up anything that is meant for you. So stop being so scared of what will happen. Trust your intuition and let your heart and soul guide you on this journey. I promise you, you cannot mess up anything that is meant for you. And I don't know, I saved that because it just kind of resonated with me. Like, is that, if that's true, if I can't mess up anything that's meant for me, I truly believe that trading is meant for me. It's the only thing that just makes sense for me. Um, and like I was saying, I think I was saying the other day how I've done a lot of things. I've started a lot of side businesses that have gone awry for whatever reason. But one thing is that, like I said, I've been doing this for a year and a half now, and I have no intention of quitting. Like, yes, is it challenging? Is it exhausting? I mean, do I even want to be sitting here right now? Kind of not. Kind of feel gross, but like I'm still here because I believe this is my purpose. This is where I'm meant to be, and it's not easy. It's not. And so I need to remember this quote or this saying because I'm always so scared of messing things up. Oh, if I touch it, it's gonna break. And maybe that's the case. Maybe I do mess it up, but I'd rather try than just not try at all, you know? I'd rather I'd rather I'd rather just try and it'll eventually work out. Remember that picture from before that I sent the screenshot, the guy and the diamonds, right? Just showing up every single day. It's not easy by any means, but I believe it's what I'm here for. A little bit about my story, since, you know, I don't know if we're gonna be trading tonight, but a little bit about my story is, you know, I wasn't born here. I wasn't born in this country. I was born in a third world country. Really didn't have any chance, but you know, everything lined up perfectly to the point where, you know, I got adopted to a great family, Christian family, and I was able to learn about God. I was given a chance, you know, I got an education, and I've only ever just had the great opportunities. And yeah, have I screwed up along the way? Sure. But I don't think that God brought me all this way just to be like, well, you know, kind of what's that saying? You know, God didn't bring you this far just to bring you this far. Like, He's gonna complete the work in you, and He's gonna complete the work in me. And my purpose, what I'm here for, is not complete yet. And I think that for everybody that's still walking on this earth, yes, if you're still alive, your purpose is not complete. Your mission is not complete, whatever that is. It's not complete yet. And so I know that this is gonna work. It is eventually. And maybe it's not today, and maybe it's not tomorrow, and who knows, maybe it's not even a month from now, 2 months from now, I don't know. But if I give up now, I may as well have just given up on everybody that that had to sacrifice just for me to be here. And so, you know, I don't take any of that for granted. I don't take their lives for granted, and not mine either. And so that's why I keep showing up every single day. A year and a half later, sure, it was a little bumpy first several months, but that's why we keep showing up, because it's not about me. And so is that a motivational pep talk to trade today? I don't know. Perhaps, or not. I don't know. But I do know this, that like the quote says, what's meant for me, I can't mess it up. Can't mess it up. And simply not by trying, by showing up, by being willing and being ready, can't mess it up. So, with that being said, should have created another one. Oh, there it did. There's your entry. 11, 7. It's only 3, 5. So yeah, your entry was, it was giving a decent entry somewhere down here. Yeah, right there was giving a decent entry. Well, let's see if it completes that cycle. See, would it have killed me to get in? Nope. But I don't know. Like I said, eventually I'm gonna have to start taking all of them, like every one that happens. Because it's not enough just to be like, oh, well, that would have worked. Cool. Moving on. Punch it into my chart. Still gotta take the trades, you know, it's part of the process. But like I said, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired of analyzing and thinking all the time. And I think last week just really burnt me out. And yeah, now the whole impending roommate situation is like, okay, it's a lot for me. I'm very much an introverted person. I like my space. Oh, there you go. Perfect. I like my space. I don't know. I just do. I like my space. I like the calm, the quiet, and you know, I like being able to pace the floor and talk to myself. And it's gonna be a lot harder to do some of those things when I have, you know, somebody else that I have to share a space with. And so I'm not super excited for that, but I know it's necessary. It's just not, some things that are necessary aren't always pleasant. So so you can see we had one trade opportunity that has come and gone, but it was a good one, and there was even a great entry too to get in a little bit lower, so you would have gotten an extra 7 ticks out of that. So that's a good one. It's a really good one. I'm just gonna keep watching this. So you have another 45 minutes. See, I'm already counting down the time to when I can be done, because I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I'm just tired. Just looking at this chart right now. So there you go. There's two. I don't know. Was it always two? I don't remember. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, I mean, is that three? Well, technically four. There's four right there. It's about 80 ticks, which is, I mean, it's good. No complaints, except that, you know, I didn't enter. But am I mad about it? No, because at the end of the day, like I said, I just, my head is not in the game, and I don't know how to get it back. You know, I don't know how to get it back. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially 6. I mean, honestly, it's as a really great entry, very smooth, very clean. I mean, really great setup. It's very smooth, very clean. The reason why I like this time frame is because you always get at least one. I mean, the least amount was 3, and sometimes the less the better, but I don't know, you always get at least one. Singing for glory of a risen King. The mountains, oh God is mighty to save. He's mighty to save. That's actually one of my favorite songs by Laura Story. So I was reading, so the verse of the day is James 5:13, and it says, "Are any of you suffering hardships? You should pray. Are any of you happy? You should sing praise." It's the New Living Translation. And I don't know, I read that and I was like, well, I'm not suffering hardship. And it says, you know, are any of you happy? Well, I don't know. I'm not unhappy. Like, I'm just kind of in a meh. Like, does anybody just feel meh sometimes? We're just like, You know, you have no reason to be sad, but also you're just not really jumping up and down for joy. I mean, are there reasons to jump up and down for joy? Sure, I could start listing them right now. But at the end of the day, I just, I don't know. I'm not depressed. Like, I'm not, like I said, it's a weird feeling, right? It's like I'm not sad. I'm not depressed. I'm not like mad or anything. It's just being tired. Like, just tired. That's all. Yes, sure, throw in a little dash of anxiety. Maybe some people are a little annoying sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm tired. Just tired of trying to go hard every single day. I mean, it's exhausting. It really is. Having to I don't even know. I almost said like keep up a facade, but I'm like it's not a facade. It's life, but it's messy. It's messy. It's life and it's messy and it's just tiring. It's tiring, you know. I wake up and I go throughout the day, go throughout the night, go to bed, and you do it all over again. And it's not like anything's bad, like it's dramatically horrible, but it's like you do the same thing enough times over and over, and that's just like you need to take a breather. You just need to re, just like, I don't know, not re something, but like, but I need peace, like I need peace and I need rest. And while I could have had that this weekend, I chose, I chose, instead of to recharge spiritually, I chose to recharge the flesh by watching TV and just a bunch of stuff that didn't matter. And then at the end, my flesh feels recharged, right? Like, oh, you got food, you got sleep technically, um, you got all of the things that, the body needs, but the soul didn't get what it needed, which was like rest in the Father. And I didn't get that this weekend. And now it's like, now I have to start the week over and I didn't get my rest. And so I took some time to rest today. I did. And I felt great for like 20 minutes. And then it was right back to, I had to go straight back to the grind. I had a meeting. But yeah, I was reading Matthew chapter 11. I was already turned to it. I just opened up the thing. Yeah, it says Matthew 11 verse 28 says, "Come to me, all all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. It's the New Living Translation. And I read that this morning, and that's exactly how I feel. I just feel weary. And it's a weird feeling to feel because it's not like weary like, oh, you've been working outside building a house all day, which yes, I have been on a roof putting on steel, what do you call it? It's like steel roofing. I don't know. Me and my family, we built a house, and I mean, not, oh, hired contractors to build a house. No, we were waking up at like the crack of dawn to go put up trusses, and we were doing drywall and insulation. Insulation is not fun at all, horrible. And the electrical and all of that. Yes, built a house. When I say like, okay, I would be weary, yeah, physically weary, like you're tired because you worked all day building a house, or like you're tired because you were in the field, lifting up hay bales and putting them on the truck and running alongside the truck, and then um having, oh wow, that was fast, running alongside the truck and having to hoist the bales into the truck and then unload them and stack them and then go back out into the field, or things like that. Those kind of things that make you physically tired, or maybe you had a hard workout where the coach makes you run up and down a hill a million different ways. First you gotta sprint up and down 4 times, then you gotta go sideways up the hill, and you gotta sideways one way, sideways the other way, 4 times both sides, and then you gotta jump up the hill, long jump up the hill, and just a whole, why don't we just do cartwheels up the hill? Ridiculous. Like that kind of stuff where you're just like, and you're exhausted at the end. Like, I'm not physically tired, not physically weary, but just mentally exhausted, just weary, just tired, just done with everything. What was this? This was at 48 seconds. This was at 52. So that's 4 seconds between these two. So unless you had a limit order, it would have been very difficult to get in. Not impossible, just very difficult, unless there was like a limit order already set because you were preparing. Because, like, for example, you see this starting to form. Let's say you already have a limit order. Like, let's set up, like, maybe at up there, right at 24.1. That's probably the best place to put a limit order. So let's say you put a limit order, and then it would have tapped you in and then tapped you out because it would have been 4 second trade. So yeah, it's possible, right? If there was a limit order. So there's your 2 trades so far. We have another 30 minutes to go. But yeah, I was listening to a sermon today, and the sermon, I don't know, it didn't really speak to me, but there was a point afterwards where there was like a miniature talk or whatever, and they were talking about things that keep you from, I don't even remember the whole conversation. I just remember when she said one thing, and it was not being in denial, but making excuses is part of the reason why it's hard to just move forward, and I was talking about, because this morning I was thinking about, like, bad habits. How come it's so hard to just kick a bad habit, and then it kind of made sense for me, because it's like, when you make excuses for that habit, it's really hard to get rid of it, right? Because you've already made an allowance for why it's there in the first place. It's like, let's say you don't like, I don't know, I'm not an alcoholic, but let's just use drinking as an example. Let's just say that you are a heavy drinker and you don't like it, so you quit after a minute, right? You're like, okay, I'm not gonna drink, drink away my problems. Well, then problems come along, as they do, because this is life. And now you're like, well, I'm just gonna have a drink because you know what? It was a hard day, and I just need to take the edge off, or whatever people say. Or they're like, everybody else drinks. It's not a big deal. It's just a glass of wine. It's just a beer. It's just a whatever, whatever. You know, you make an excuse for why you do it. Well, how are you supposed to, realistically, how are you supposed to quit that habit, right? Because then I have to say tomorrow, like the next day, you wake up and you're like, why did I do that? Blah, blah, blah. And you start feeling like a failure and you start feeling like garbage because you gave in. But it's like you were always going to give in because you made an allowance for yourself to give in. It's like you have a room and you have an escape door or a escape hatch or something. But it's like this, right? If you have a room and you walk into that room, you say, I'm not leaving this room. I'm gonna stay in here, right? I'm gonna lock in myself in this room. I don't know why. Maybe it's a bad example. Let's say maybe you're gonna lock yourself out of a room. Let's say I'm not gonna open this door ever again. So you go and you lock the door, bolt it, key, everything, and it's all locked up. You can't get in. The only way you can get in is if you have the key. Well, you have the key because you locked the door. Well, here's the thing. If you don't want to enter that room again, what do you have to do? You have to throw away the key. Lock it up, throw away the key. You have to throw away the key to that door. And if you don't, what's going to happen? You have the key. What are you going to do? You're going to go back into the room. You just are, right? If you like lock up your addiction to whatever, fill in the blank, you have this addiction and you say, nope, I'm done with it forever, and you lock it up and you put the key in your pocket. Why is the key in your pocket? Why do you need it there? Because you're planning on going back. If you're keeping the key, then there's always a little plan in your mind to go back. And for me, it's like I always have this plan in my head that I'm gonna go back to whatever it is, fill in the blank, to just, I don't know, going back to old ways of thinking, going back to not the past, but just going back to poor coping habits. And it's like I've made excuses for those habits for so long that I've always had a key. And whenever I think I threw away the key, I'm like, I'm done with this forever. I forget, oh wait, I made a bunch of spare keys too. I have like 100 spares just lying around. And if I search them enough pockets, I can find a key here and there. So even when I think I threw away a key, it was just the spare. I made copies. So those keys are your excuses to go back. And so as long as you have an excuse to go back to something, as long as you have an excuse, you're not going to move on. Holding on to anger, holding on to regret. If you have an excuse for why you're angry, well, this person did this to me and I have every right to be mad, and anybody else in my position would feel the same. Well, yeah, it's true. Anybody, they might too, but that's not, you want to hold on to that excuse, then get used to just constantly having that anger in your, and resentment in your heart, because you've made an excuse for it to live there. And so I think that's part of my problem when it comes to not finding rest in the Holy Spirit, is because when I'm weary, spiritually weary, I go to the flesh because that's what I've always done, because that's what anybody in my position would probably do. That's what I used to do, and it makes sense, from a psychological perspective. It definitely makes sense, so can't judge myself too harshly on it. And then I don't. I just kind of allow whatever because I've already made an excuse for it. So, yeah. Um it's something I'm working on, but I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Gonna get some water. Cause right now I'm starting to feel like I usually turn off the overhead fan because I get too cold. And I'm wearing shorts and like a light long sleeve, and I don't know, I just feeling hot, and I think it's part of the just my headache. It's just making me feel hot. I was feeling nauseous like a little bit ago, so I don't even know. Like I said, I rested the body, but it didn't matter. It's the spirit that needed rest, and now it's trailing me into Monday. Monday's almost over, and I hope we don't have to do this again on Tuesday, because I would like to I want to just pop back and be like, okay, everything's cool now. But I think the headache is really like messing with me. So, and honestly, maybe it's protection, because I was supposed to go to fitness class tonight and I didn't because I had a headache, and I'm like, I cannot work out in the heat with a splitting headache. So, I could like barely like keep my eyes open because like it's behind my eyes. So, yeah, maybe it's protection. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be on the road today, but yeah, I'll be right back. I was just saying how I was hot. Now I'm like cold and wrapped in a blanket. And maybe it's because I drank that cold water. I'm not sure, but I am freezing. Anyways, we have about 15 more minutes. Well, 18 more minutes. So we're just gonna wait, because that's what we do. We just wait. That was almost 3. I mean, that should be an entry right here. It failed. Okay, I was like, it failed to finish printing. But yep, there's one. Have we started noticing something where the first one tends to be good and then you start getting iffy ones? I don't know. I haven't really. Maybe I need to start paying attention to that. But like, if the first one is always good, we don't know that. But I'd have to look back through all of my videos, the ones I've done, because I won't be able to see looking back. But maybe we have a number one rule where we only take the first one, but again, we have to see that over a number of trades, a number of days before we came to that conclusion. But I think the first one always seems to be good, but I'd have to go back and check every single video that I've ever made. Yeah, I'm just gonna be relaxing until for the next 15 minutes. Because like I said, I like looking at this screen is just making it worse. Very, very bad. Okay, so I am back. Oh, goodness. Looks like we have a loss. Is this playing Blessed Be Your Name? But yeah, so it looks like we have a loss right here. I'm telling you, it's the first, seems like the first one or two are seem to be the best. Cause that happened yesterday too. It doesn't matter. So we have 2 and 1. That would end up being like a break even. But we still have 5 more minutes, so yeah. Running down on me, the world's all as it should be. Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name. Found in the desert place. I'll walk through the wilderness. Blessed be your name. Oh, we go out, out. So yeah, I might go back, maybe not, obviously not today, but probably on Saturday when I have my Saturday just kind of a recap day. I'll probably go back and just go over all of my past videos and see if there's any connection between the first couple of trades. But yeah, we have about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, so we will wait. I mean, I guess I could start typing away because I want to end this stream as soon as possible. It's all the white light is killing me. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna get any more trades within the next 30 seconds, so that's the end. So that will be a break-even day with 2 wins and 1 loss equals a break-even day. Just like a 60-some%. Yeah. Let's wait the last 10 seconds. So we say that we were here till 8:30, which doesn't really matter. Okay, so I put the days like the Sunday, Monday, blah blah blah, because I actually also want to see maybe correlations between certain days having more higher numbers of trades, but there's not enough data to see any sort of a correlation, so it's just numbers right now. So there were only 3 trades, there were only 2 wins. It's what, like 60 something? 66. Same as that day. So we're sitting at 81.82. What were we yesterday? I don't know. I think it was like 82 or something. So here's what we have. Our equity curve is still at 4,000. 7,200 in wins. 3,200 in losses. Again, that's if we didn't hold anything. And we will also update this number at the end of the week. So maybe just fill in this. I wonder if it will actually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, it's correct. Nice. And then Sunday will be November. Not good at math, folks. November 2nd, I'm sure. Yep, November 2nd. There you go. I swear, there's this little tiny bug. I don't know why, but every single time I'm getting ready for bed, somehow it's buzzing in my ear. I don't understand it. Like, I could be under the blankets and I hear this tiny little sound. It's so weird. But yeah, it's just this tiny little bug. It's been bothering me. And I mean, don't little bugs have like a short lifespan? I don't know why this bug has been bothering me for like a couple of weeks now. And it's always at night. Always at night when I'm about to go to bed. But I think I just saw it doing the rounds, trying to see if I was getting ready for bed or not. Because I think I fell asleep on the couch or something. Like I was over by the couch. I don't know why, But the little bug was like, "Oh, you're sleeping in here now," and it was buzzing around him. I don't even know. It was quite odd, but yes, little bug always bothering me. So that's all we have for today. As you can see, 3 trades, only 3 today. First 2 were good. Last one was not. Looks like we're selling. Let's look at this chart, because it's always good to look at this chart. Yeah, so we bought up, selling down a little. I don't know for how long, but every single day I've come on here, there's been decent movement for a decent amount of trades. It hasn't been flat, there's always some movement. So I mean, that's always good to see. But yeah, so today, tonight, my goal is I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna take the dog out one more time, and then it's straight to bed for me. Like, I can't stare at the screen. I bet if I put this in like dark mode, just made everything black or dark gray, it wouldn't hurt to stare at it so much. But I also don't like looking at just like a black screen for some reason. I don't know. I prefer to look at a lighter color screen. I don't know why. I just do. But yeah, that's all. I don't know. It's not that I don't enjoy trading. I do. I really do. And it's just I don't know. I just, like I said, I just feel off. I'm just tired. So hopefully tomorrow we'll wake up and just start the day off better. Just have a little bit more peace starting out. Not, again, like I said, the day wasn't bad. It wasn't like anything terrible happened or like anything that disrupted my peace per se. It's just there was no, I don't know. There's just an element missing, just an element that was missing pretty much all day, all weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening. Well, I'm gonna take the dog out, spend the rest of the evening in like reflection, and then go to bed within like the next 20 minutes. So yeah, that's it.